Morning everyone, how's it all going? Welcome to another episode of Louis' Garage. So what are we doing today? We're in a slightly different location as well, by the way. What are we doing today? We are going to be changing the pulleys, the idler pulleys. There's two of them on this engine, and I'll also be showing you how to change the tensioner. It's quite a common thing for these cars, especially after about 100 and something thousand kilometers. Quite often you'll hear a bit of whining from inside the cabin when you're just driving along, especially when you're accelerating at low RPM, and that's a telltale sign that you probably need to address the accessory pulleys area. Now I've already changed the belt, so that's all good, so I won't be doing that today, but yeah, we'll be changing the pulleys and the tensioner. So in order to get the belt off, you need to get a T60 Torx bit. These are quite big, so just make sure you have one of these before you start doing this job. And the place where you put it is right under the tensioner pulley. So I'll just show it to you once I put this bit in, and you'll see. Yeah, so like I said, it's right there, just under the pulley, under the belt. And I'm going to be using my breaker bar to detension the belt and then roll the belt off the pulley for the tensioner. Right, so here's my setup, and as you can see, as I'm turning my breaker bar, you'll see the tensioner pulley also detension as well. Right, sorry, it's a little bit hard to see, but this is the first pulley that we need to address, and if I spin it, you'll hear it's actually quite loud. Right, so this is the first pulley, the smooth pulley, and it is an E12, so you're just going to get an E12 socket, and then remove the original pulley and basically reinstall the new one. It's really simple, it's literally just one bolt, so easy peasy. Alright, so this is my setup. I've got my ratchet, and I've got a U-joint in there as well, and I'm basically just spinning this bolt off now. Yeah, it shouldn't be too tight, so you shouldn't need to put a lot of force into it. Sorry, it's really hard to see because of this pipe, but hopefully you get what I mean. Alright, so that's one pulley removed, and now with the pulley out of the car, you can definitely hear that bearing. Yep, time for change. Cool, so just tighten up the pulley, and then we're done with that one. Okay, on to the next one. So the next one is this ribbed pulley. Same problem. I'm not going to try and spin it on the car for you, but yeah, exactly the same issue. If you try and spin it, we'll show you when it's off the car, it will make a pretty bad noise. So same procedure, just undo the bolt and replace it. So there we go, there's the old one, and same story as the previous one. If I give it a bit of a spin, there we go, you can hear that straight away. Yep, time for a new one. Alright everyone, so you join us again at the E250, and it's actually been a couple of years since I did the idler pulleys, and here's just a little wrap up to tell you exactly what I did and what's happened since then. So yes, I did change the two idler pulleys. There's one at the top here, this one is the ribbed pulley, so that you can see right from the top of the engine bay. So that was relatively easy. I know it looks a little bit tight, but it's actually not too bad. It's pretty straightforward. And then here's the smooth one, just through there. Sorry, I know it's a bit tight. This pipe is incredibly annoying. If there wasn't this pipe, then everything would be a lot easier to show you. But yeah, there is a smooth pulley just down there as well. So changed all of those, that was really good, and then I went to go and change the tensioner, and unfortunately with all of these M271 engines, the tensioner is actually not easy to access. So what I tried to do was I tried to reach my hand somewhere in here and get to the bolt, which is at the back behind the tensioner. And I wasn't able to do that. And then a couple of oil changes. I also tried to do something from underneath the car, get one of the wrenches or one of the sockets that I had through the car from underneath, but again there was so little room and there was no access at all. Some people have been able to do it, I think, on YouTube if you have a C-Class, but this is obviously not a C-Class, this is an E-Class, and I think it's a bit more complicated. So what I ended up doing was actually removing the airbox and the inlet manifold and all of that sort of stuff over here, and then it's really easy to get access to that bolt once you have everything off. And I'll show you a screenshot here of exactly what that looks like. I've got some more videos coming up of showing you how to do that. You will have to do that sort of job anyway if you're changing the oil filter housing, which is here. That's one of the jobs that I had to do and one of the reasons why I had to take off all this inlet stuff. The other thing that you might have to do is replace the power steering pump. The power steering pump is right here, and yeah, that also requires the inlet manifold to be taken off. So there's a few things that you can do at the same time, while you're changing the tensioner, and I do recommend that you do change the oil filter housing at the same time that you change the tensioner, because chances are both of those will go around about the same time. So what else is there? So none of that actually fixed the noise that I was hearing, because the noise, as you would have seen in a previous video, was actually the aircon compressor pulley. So I've changed the aircon compressor pulley, and now the whole car runs really nice and quiet and smooth, just like the way it's meant to be running. And I'm pretty happy with the way that the car is. So yeah, the pulleys are really easy to do, really simple to change. It's literally only one bolt per pulley. You can't really get it wrong, and you only need a few tools. So apart from the lack of space because of this pipe, everything else is actually relatively straightforward. So I can definitely recommend doing that. Alright everyone, I'm just getting through my backlog of videos. That's why it's been a few years since I've actually did this and I still haven't uploaded. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a few more up there, and then we can start uploading some more recent videos. See you next time. Catch you later.